against Amari Stoudemire. Stackhouse just runs right into his elbow.
If you weren't with us earlier, he is just a couple of technicals away from the automatic suspension that would get drawn. What jumps out at you? As so much has happened tonight, what has jumped out from the way Phoenix has come back in this fourth quarter?
Well, I think it was a lack of execution by Dallas. As Bill said, they're a great close game team, 14-2 in 5 points or less games. And tonight, just silly fouls, an inability to make free throws. They're a great free throw shooting team. And Phoenix, you got to take your hat off. I mean, they never gave up. Steve Nash was unbelievable.
The resiliency of Steve Nash, who seemed totally out of the game, to get total control back. Amari Stoudemire's brilliance and the Western Conference standings here. These three teams, Dallas, Phoenix, and San Antonio. Mike, you said that Utah lost tonight in Orlando.
In Orlando, they've lost in Miami and Orlando back-to-back.
But these three teams are just playing fantastic atop the Western Conference. Where's the mental toughness, though, for Dallas, which has been their trademark since they fell apart in the finals last year?
Terry spinning at Nash, makes the hoop. It is a one-possession game, almost a steal by the veteran Buckner.
Buckner's had a major role for Dallas' success tonight.
This stunned sellout crowd trying to help the Mavs back to a stop here to get a one-possession game. Here go the MVP candidates, head-to-head, one-on-one. Nash shaking Nowitzki, taking it in, couldn't get the English on it. It's 5-on-4 if they push.
If you're Phoenix, take a foul here.
A three can tie. Stackhouse at the line, lost his dribble. The shot clock is off. Nowitzki to Stack, to Terry. Now they have to take a three.
Now just grab him right now, Steve Nash.
Terry takes the three. Makes the three! Oh, man! How about Phoenix?
Oh, my God.
Game tied, 120. Phoenix will have the ball in the front court. Jason Terry has scored 5 straight points in 43 seconds.
His confidence level against Steve Nash. He just doesn't have any sense of fear whatsoever that Nash can compete with him in a one-on-one isolated matchup.
Guys, that's the second time a team has come down without calling timeout and getting a three. I've always agreed with that. Your defense is not able to get set. They know you need a three. You call a timeout. They gather themselves. When you do that and you come without the timeout, I just think that gives you a much better opportunity to get a better three-point look.
Tons of time here for Phoenix. Who's going to inbound the ball? Boris Diaw would be perfect, but he's a non-factor. He won't even be in there. Get the ball somehow to Steve Nash and try to have him drive, or even an isolation for Amari Stoudemire for the game winner.
Amari Stoudemire, 12 field goals in a row. Why not go to him? We'll see what the matchups are. He can take somebody smaller down low. If he gets somebody bigger, he takes him out on the court and he's able to get to the basket.
John, Raja Bell is also very effective in these clutch situations.
But he hasn't shot the ball in about 3 hours. It's been Stoudemire and Nash. I don't remember another guy taking a shot.
4 fouls get you in the bonus in overtime, but those fouls in the last 2 minutes still apply. That's why Dallas doesn't have a foul to give, so that option is away here. Phoenix with 4.9 to go will have it in the front court.
They really don't have a good inbound passer on this Phoenix squad right now. I mean, that is Boris Diaw's role. So I would put tons of pressure all over whoever will have that sacred responsibility. They're going to give it to Raja Bell, which almost takes him out of a shooting situation.
Stackhouse, Buckner, Terry, Nowitzki, and Howard will defend it. It is Bell, Barbosa, Marion, Nash, and Stoudemire. Mike D'Antoni has a 20. He's going to take it here with 4.9 to go.
They're hearing your volume and they're taking a 20-second timeout. 20-second timeout, Phoenix.
We say this, these teams give us a great game, and we'll go back to the point we alluded to in the first half. This might not be the best team in the NBA West on the floor right now because of what San Antonio has been doing with their win streak extended out now to 13 games, 11-0 since the All-Star break. But these two are pretty darn good.
Oh, man. This is special.
We told you coming in, we haven't had two teams this good meet this late in the season in 35 years. The Lakers, part of that 33 consecutive win season, beating Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and the Bucks. All right, no personnel changes. Marion to trigger. The Suns go for the win in overtime. It's Barbosa to the rack. He takes it. No good. Double overtime.
You go away from Steve Nash with the game that means the season, means everything on the line. An isolation for Leandro Barbosa.
Let's get a look at this one. That sends us to double OT. As Barbosa got in.
No question that he was putting that ball up from the moment Sean Marion gave it to him.
That's an interesting point, Bill. Not going to Nash there at the end. So we'll step out as the game goes to double overtime here in Dallas. Well, Scotty, we've just come past midnight on the East Coast, so it is Thursday somewhere. So it is time for double overtime here in Dallas. Sitting courtside with John Barry and Bill Walton. I'm Mike Tirico. Lisa Salters on the sideline. A 5-point deficit erased by Dallas, just like Phoenix erased a big deficit at the end of regulation to send us to the first overtime.
Mike, fatigue and foul trouble a major issue here. Boris Diaw has not played well or effectively tonight throughout any part of the game. Most likely we won't see him. Dallas, the much deeper team, has been changing players throughout. Stackhouse has made a major contribution. Buckner has been in and out, and Josh Howard and Dirk Nowitzki, they've had certainly enough rest to be contributive here in the second overtime.
Devin Harris hurt. He's out. No Devin George tonight. Two players with 5 fouls. One of them Dampier, who gets the putback, and Dallas leads by 2.
Yeoman work on the offensive glass for Eric Dampier, who tonight has 9 offensive, or maybe 10 offensive rebounds if they give him 2 on that one. He does not have a single defensive rebound. Wow.
Bizarre night.
They did give him 2. He does have 10 offensive rebounds.
Back it out, Nash on Nowitzki. Goes left on him. Stoudemire's got to shoot quick. Got it off in time. Missed it. Missed the putback. The third try is good. Let's see. They have a foul underneath him there. We can't hear the whistle.
I think it was on the ground, Mike.
It's like a rock and roll show here. The fans have not sat down.
That's Josh Howard's 6th. It's on Howard. He has fouled out of the game.